Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel and smash that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos, guys. Right? So, I'm going to wait for a couple hundred people to enter the building, right? And while we're doing that, I'll listen to a nice tune, guys. Come on in here. Right? Today, we're going to talk about something that's kind of funny. Well, this rising, we're going to talk about something that's kind of funny, but kind of not funny. And then stay tuned for this evening's live stream. We're going to have a talk about attachments, guys. It's a very important discussion. Waiting for you guys to fall into the building. So, this rising, we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather, right? Now, look, I should not be covering this story, right? Because I'm too excitable. I'm too easy to laugh, and this might not be a laughing matter to some of you guys, right? But it's hilarious to me, right? But the more hilarious thing is how mainstream media, really thinks that the average person is kind of slow, right? Because the stories they spin be, all right, I'm going to talk about how when the media spins a story, right, 9 times out of 10, the main thing that they claim to be talking about is just a ruse for what they're really wanting to bring forth to the masses, right? So, without further ado, we do have 1,000 people in the building, right? 1,000 means one. Look, hey, fake it till you make it, right? Whoever this is, thank you for coming. Your name hasn't popped up yet, but I appreciate you coming to the live this early. Right? But we're going to take a look at this funny story, right? I'm going to play the entire video, but I'm going to do a reaction to what's being said, guys. It's just too much. All right, backstory. Floyd Mayweather went to go buy a house, 130 something $1 million, right? So the guy that was supposed to sell him the house was an emergency room doctor or something like that. And he pretty much was scamming, so-called scamming Floyd Mayweather, right? Now, the story does not add up the way the media tells it because I'm a detective. It doesn't add up. But there are some things that they're trying to get across subliminally to the public, right? Within this story. So the ruse is Floyd Mayweather was scammed, right? Now, the funny part of this story is that the doctor, that was supposed to sell him the house, him and his wife invited Floyd Mayweather over for dinner to discuss the deal, right? And they supposedly served Floyd Mayweather some fried chicken and watermelon while they were having sushi, guys. Now, That's too much. It's too much. Right. So let me find this video right quick. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. Hold on. Second. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Got to be. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, honey. Yes. I think. OM freaking J. It's not here. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, right. Mm-mm. I should be more prepared, guys. That is, I know that doing well. Oh, MJ. We're going to have to go on my. All right. So I'm going to have to show you guys this on my. Okay. Can you guys see that? Gonna have to. Okay, hold
Also think about his past legal
on.
challenges, but could he now also be?
All right. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest boxers of his generation, although some also think about his past legal challenges. But could he now also be the person who uncovered a massive real estate tax evasion scheme? That is the question posed in a new LA Magazine article. The story is called From Ring to Real Estate. Floyd Mayweather exposes a possible mega mansion tax scam. It's written by investigative reporter Michelle McPhee, who joins us now in studio with more. Michelle, congratulations. It's a great article. So for people that haven't read it, the real condensed version of it, what happened here? Well, so Floyd Mayweather wants his dream house, and he was looking at a $139 million property in the hills of Bel Air. Yeah, this is it there that we see it from Redfin. It's a stunning, stunning home, obviously, and it was designed with a buyer like Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, in mind. Mm-hmm. But when they got the contract,
Pause.
I think.
Now, I'm going to put y'all down with game. Now, she said his name, Floyd Mayweather. That's that guy's name, right? Now, why would she just double back and say Money Mayweather? Okay, that these are tactics by the media, mainstream media, to like keep that embedded in your conscience. Now, it's something in here that besides that they want you to know. But let's move on.
There were some red flags that alarmed his lawyers. One of them being that this wasn't a house in Bel Air that he was buying at all. It was a company in Nevada, which just happens to have no income tax. And as the lawyers for Floyd Mayweather dug more into this emergency room doctor who was selling the house, it appeared that he had a bunch of, let's call them discrepancies that bordered on illegality. Right. And well, his name is Dr. Joseph Engelanoff, and you investigated him, and it was some kind of shady stuff you found, right? Well, I mean, I did ask him if he had ever voted in Nevada. He said no. I said, did you ever register any vehicles in Nevada? His timeline didn't match up with the reporting that we had. So it did raise some questions. I think, the biggest issue was the story that Floyd Mayweather tells about the dinner that Dr. Englanoff and his wife, who's also a doctor, a medical doctor, invited Floyd Mayweather over to their home in Beverlywood and served fried chicken and watermelon, which seems so extreme.
Pause. Fried chicken and watermelon. You gonna serve Floyd Mayweather fried chicken and watermelon? I do not think so. Right? This is look. Hi, Louis Graham. Thank you for coming. There is no way. right? That somebody going to serve Floyd Mayweather some fried chicken and watermelon, guys. Right? I'm not falling for that. I'm just not. This shit is funny. It's really funny, but we ain't doing that. So let's keep on.
Ordinary. And
they were having sushi, right? And that's what Floyd Mayweather says, and that he brings this out for them. Although he denied that and said that he's not a racist, and that's being misinterpreted and all the rest of it. So is this a bigger issue beyond just this doctor? And how much money is this potentially costing all of us?
Okay, money and race, right? So they brought up money, right? Again, they brought up money again, and they brought up race, right? So in my mind, right, with being the detective I am, right, I know these subliminals that the mainstream media will send out, right? Money and race is basically what they want us focused on, right? And it's all a part of the game. It's not, nobody trying to do anything to you. This is the game that we signed up for, right? But in the game, you have non playing characters, NPCs, right? Which sometimes when you're in the game and the NPC will come around you, or sometimes they'll just be standing there doing nothing, right? The NPC, the non playing character, right? Hi, Monet. Thank you for coming. Right? So yes, sometimes you'll have the non-playing character. Sometimes you'll have, in every game you have non-playing characters. Right? Most games you have non-playing characters, NPCs, right? Anyway, Floyd Mayweather supposedly had went to this doctor's house and got served fried chicken and watermelon, right? While they were having, hey baby, while they were having sushi, right? So look, my detective bells went off, right? So fried chicken and watermelon. That was something back in the days that, they used to fuck with us about. Yeah, you eating fried chicken and watermelon. That was something they used to like, razz us about. That we like fried chicken and watermelon, supposedly. All black people like fried chicken and watermelon, right? And then they were having sushi, which is an Asian dish, right? So in my mind, there's something that I need to be looking out for with the blacks and the Asians, right? Something between the blacks and the Asians. If you know your history, I'm talking about ancient history, you know that blacks were are the now I'm not sounding racist. Like this, go check this out if you don't believe me, guys. Blacks originated in Asia. The first Asians were black, right? So it's something going on about this story is way bigger than what they are telling you, right? The subliminals are deep in there, but they're there, right? So they talking about the fried chickens and watermelon. They talking about the money, and they talking about the Asians, right? The sushi, right? And what do you think of when you think of sushi? You think of Asian people, right? So the story is way deeper than what they are trying to portray, right? So this is how I look at each and every news story. If I don't look at the news, but if one happens to cross my algorithm, then I will go ahead and check that out, right? But let me tell you, right? Floyd Mayweather ain't nowhere and getting served no goddamn fried chicken and watermelon. You could miss me with that. They ain't serving Floyd Mayweather no fried chicken and no goddamn watermelon. I'm just sorry. Hi, Woofy. How you doing, Woofy? Thank you for coming. Bye. So, hey, OG Brand, what's up, buddy? Right? That's my YouTube buddy. Right? So, yeah, right? The story is deeper. And all these stories, for real, are designed to have you focused on everything else but what we need to focus on, or what I need to focus on. Because sometimes I will get lost into these stories, right? And put my judgment hat on, right? I'll go ahead and put my judgment hat on. But I'm going to tell you the key in life that I have found out is that one thing that we are supposed to rid ourselves of before we translate or transcend this body, transcend this realm. One thing that we're supposed to rid ourselves of is our attachments, right? The stars! You starred me? OMG! Stars? Oh! Hey, Wolfie! Uh-oh, you starred me, buddy! Thank you! Don't make me cry, Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie saying, all right, I done starred you. Now stop asking me to partner up with you with comedy. Because you're not funny, Janice. I am funny, Wolfie. Right? Thank you, Wolfie. OMG. Wolfie, that's the second star that I ever got on here. So I'm gonna pin that star up just like somebody pins up their first dollar bill when they go and when they open their own business, right? And you open up your business and you put the most important piece of currency that you ever made up so everybody can see this is the first dollar that I've ever made, right? So I'm going to try to pin this because it is incredible and I'm so excited. OMG. I don't know how to pin it though. I love you, Woofy. Thank you, baby. OMG. You just made my whole weekend. Darn you, you just made my whole weekend. Thank you. Oh, but yes, honey. So, what this realm is truly about, it's a university, right? It's a school, guys, right? And in this school, we're trying to learn how to be judgy, right? We got to be judgy at first so we can find out that we got to let go of the judgments, right? We came here to experience everything in all of its disgusting, beautiful fashion, right? Sex, drugs, money, did I say sex? Everything, right? Everything that we indulge in, right? We're supposed to get in there and indulge, right? We got to get in there and indulge, right? And then we figure out later on in life, oh, it was me all the time that I was looking for, right? And once we discover that, we can laugh at everything. We can make others laugh, right? Like you, Wolfie, how you make everybody's day, how you make people laugh every day, all day. We laughing. I go to your channel just so I could get some laughter, so I could get some medicine, right? So that's what um basically this realm is for, this university. Earth is a city in the universe, right? That's what we came here to do, to get in there, right? And then get out of there, right? And we're not supposed to stay stuck in any one paradigm, right? Of thinking, right? We're supposed to, because the spirit is spiral. The spirit is the spiral, the space. We're supposed to jump in that space, right? And then jump out of that space, right? i.e., attachments. Rid ourselves of all of our attachments, right? Because attachments will keep you. I'm gonna be honest. Attachments, if you transcend this body and still have these attachments, you will be stuck in this realm as a ghost, right? And you don't want to be earthbound when you ascend. That's why, listen, I shouts out to the young people, shouts out, because guess what? They getting it. Now they not so. Remember when back in the days on Good Times where Florida was like, we don't mourn the death, we celebrate the life, right? So when you go ahead and celebrate someone when they leave in this realm, it's what you're supposed to do, because the funeral is the real fun, right? Fun, real. That's what funeral spell. Fun and then real. Funeral, real fun, right? The real fun begins once we shed this avatar, right? Because all this is a, and I'm gonna be honest, this is a jail, this is a cell, this is lockdown, this is a prison, a light prism that we have attracted ourselves to, right? Tricked by the light. Now, and we purposely came down here, tricked by the light, right? Because we wanted to experience all this goodness down here, right? All of this heavy sensuality, this heavy needing, heavy wanting to feel something. Like in that movie with Jonathan Travolta and no, with Nick Cage and Meg Ryan, that angel film, Lost City of Angels, something like that, the City of Angels, right? In that movie where he was an angel and he was watching her and he just wanted to feel something. He didn't know what a peach tasted like or felt like, and he wanted so bad to know what that a pear. He wanted to know what that pear tasted like, right? So he was like, "What does that pear taste like?" And she was describing the taste of the pear to him. It's grainy, it's sweet, and it's grainy. It has a, right? She was describing that pear to a T, right? And so, but he was not particular. Well, he wasn't really satisfied with her description, even though it was a very good description. He wanted to taste that pear for himself, right? And that's what we wanted. We wanted to experience this realm for ourselves. So we came here, right? And everything. Yo, I got so much proof. Shouts out to Silas the Wise One, by the way. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. I was going to say, oh, what happened to my. Okay. Shouts out to Silas, right? He has this book, right, called The Sperm is the Spirit. Guys, this book is freaking incredible, right? This book talks about how and why you came to this planet. If you look at this picture right here, this is his book. You got to go get his book. It's called The Sperm is the Spirit. His name is Silas Solari, Silas the Wise Servant on YouTube. But this right here is the vesica. If you look at this picture, you see it looks like the clitoris, right? But this is the vesica. This is what they were, the Catholic Church worships, the Virgin Mary. But if you see it, it looks like you can see the hairs around the clit and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Silas' book is fire. Look, he got pictures up in yeah. All right, I'm gonna show y'all some of these pictures so y'all can go get this book, though. All right. Look, all these pictures he got. I'm looking for one particular picture. Right. Y'all, if y'all not into science, I'm telling you, get into it. It's so freaking addictive. Right. Mm-mm. And you can figure out, because you are the book, for real, right? Then you can figure out, you want to start detecting, being a detective, and figure out why you came here in particular, right? You're going to find out what your purpose is, and how can you not be trapped again by the light and move on to better, wider, wiser realms of reality. Look at that. All of these cartoons show you the real deal. But you got to be a nosy person, right? To find this stuff. Again, this book is called The Sperm is the Spirit, right? This book talks about what Kundalini energy really is. It's orgasm, right? Because all you are a big orgasm, a big explosion, the Big Bang, right? See, it talks about the chakras and the Kundalini energy, right? Your energy centers. That's what the American Medical Association uses, right? As their logo, guys. Look, this right here. Look, gotta cop this book, y'all. I'm telling you. Look, that's the spinal cord and the brain. The brain and the spinal cord when it's not connected to the body, right? The sperm cell, right? The brain and the spinal cord. Mm-mm. Now look, see? Oh, they got pictures for you up in here. Silas did his big one on this book. But guess what? The thing about this book is, look, this picture right here is a literal picture of the brain and spinal cord. Doesn't that look like the sperm cell? Right? It's all connected. Like when you look at a tree, doesn't it look like a phallus? It looks like a penis, right? And the penis and the hole, the tree. Look at the tree. Look at a tall tree. You can see the phallus. You can see the head and the phallus. Yeah, look, it's all connected. Look at the cul-de-sac, guys. The cul-de-sac looks like I think balls. I think. Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Silas did his big one on this book, right? Here's a good one. This is page. Oh, yeah. This is page 48. It's 211 pages of goodness up in this book, right? Look, this is the womb and the universe, right? Same thing, micro to macro, right? Did y'all like that post that I posted earlier about the about the God darn it. Did y'all like that post that I posted about the it's about the Hercules Borealis Great Wall, right? The Hercules Borealis Great Wall is like the biggest observable structure in the universe, right? It looks like a sperm cell, a sperm, right? Look, that's you. Look, going on to bigger and better things, going into another cosmic egg verse universe, right? See? Look, yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's how you ascend to different levels of life, right? That's how you uh transcend the body, right? But it's levels, right? You in kindergarten right now. We all Earth is counted. Well, Earth is maybe Earth is maybe kindergarten, maybe first grade of the whole big deal, right? Yeah, we in kindergarten right now. And everything. So yes, guys, every single thing, every single person, place, or thing that's not there designed to up upgrade your consciousness, upgrade your mental, physical, emotional. Anybody that's there that's not to upgrade you in this manner is an NPC, and maybe somebody that you may need to veer away from a little bit, even though you, if you on this channel, I'm gonna be honest with you, you can handle any type of energy, because guess what? You only attracted to what you are, right? So if you came on this channel, if you bold enough, let me say that again. If you bold enough to show your face on this particular channel, knowing that everybody really doesn't like to be talked to in a manner where they're not hearing it all around. Like if you're hearing something different, most people do not want to hear anything different about themselves, right? And I don't be throwing shade up in here no more, because I'm shedding that judgment, right? How I'm not judging anyone, right? But people still do not want to hear, that the Bible is leveled out, right? That the Bible is about you and not nobody else, right? The Bible, listen, Christ was telling you this the whole time, y'all. I could prove it to you right now. Christ said, "You will do these things even greater than me," right? That's what Christ said. He said, "You will do these things even greater than me." And you know what God said? God said, "Concerning the works of my hands, command ye me," right? That means you way more important than you giving yourself credit for, right? And most people don't want to hear that, because they want somebody that they can pretty much depend on, right? And they think that if God is within you, then you the only one that you can depend on. No, that gives you more power, right? But if God is within you, that gives you more power, right, to do good in this world. More power to do good by your, as it pertains to yourself, right? But I think we would rather compartmentalize God and separate God from ourselves, because that's more comfortable. That's how we grew up. And that's more comfortable. But no, when we put God outside of ourselves, That's when we miss the mark. And I say this every week, I think. I think I say this every week, right? But that's missing the mark, right? And so if we miss the mark, basically, I'm going to let you know what happens. You're going to be attracted back to this realm. And you're not going to be um, attracted to being your own amazing star, right? That's what everything. Listen, when you see the stars on TV and everything with their glamour and glitter, that's really you. You think it's somebody else. That's you. You're the star, right? You are the one that beat the $1 billion lottery. You are the sperm cell that got that egg, right? You are the star. Now it's time to wake up and realize that. And once you wake up and realize that the star is really you, right? Like Christ said, the kingdom of heaven is really within you, right? And once you realize that, right, then you can start shedding your attachments. Not saying that you don't love on your family or be there for your family. I'm talking about depending on someone outside of yourself for your well-being. That's what I mean by that. Depending on a person, place, or thing for your overall health and well-being, right? That's what shedding your attachments mean, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to shed judgment, right? We want to be without judgment, right? You can look at a situation and say what it is that you see, but as far as judgments, that's what we want to kind of get away from. Because when you do cross over, if your heart is heavy in any way, shape, or form, you're going to be attracted back to this realm. You done did this 100 times, thousands of times. You've been here many lifetimes. That's what deja vu is, right? You've been here many times, many times. And we keep attracting ourselves back here, right? So now it's time for us to wake up, right? And kind of transcend this realm, right? Oh, all these hearts. Who's this? OMG. More hearts? That is incredible. OMG. We got, who is that? Who is there? DM Low. Hello, Curry Senior. Hi. Hi, guys. Curry Senior and DM Low. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming. We were talking about Floyd Mayweather, right? And the chicken and watermelon that he was served from the doctors and then uncovered so-called a scam, right? Y'all, okay, I'm gonna do a poll, right? And it's something that I know, that I've known for many, many years, that nobody on this planet is talking about. Not one person on this planet is talking about this. I've done research and looked for it, and nobody else on the planet sees what I'm seeing, what I've seen. And I feel like, listen, this is what I feel like I want to do, right? I feel like I want to give a prize, a big ass prize to the person who actually, because it's dealing with a star, right? It's dealing with a celebrity, and the celebrity has kids, right? And it's something special about this celebrity's kids that nobody is seeming on this planet is saying. Nobody. And so that has me like, is the media, is somebody saying it and the media taking it down because it's very informational, right? And I'm trying to figure out, am I the one that's supposed to be bringing this big news story out, right? Or this big information out? Or is the media, is people really bringing it out and the media just shutting them down? But nobody on the planet is talking about it. And it's a very important topic because it's about our kids and about the new direction that this earth is going in, right? The new, this new direction. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, right? Who's gonna be running the world in the next, I would say, 100 years? Maybe not even 100 years. Kids, literal kids, like 10-year-olds, are going to be running the freaking world in about maybe even 50 years, right? But they're going to be a special kind of kid. It's not going to be the everyday kid that you see on the street. It's going to be a pretty much kid that's like nonverbal. Nonverbal. And I'm going to tell you why. These kids are going to be running the world. I, I've seen it. I felt it. You can't tell me no different. 10-year-olds in about 50 years are going to be running this world, right? And they're going to be, they would call it, not autistic, but what's that other word? I forget that other word. Because autistic means artistic, right? These autistic kids are literal computers, are literal geniuses, right? They are special, amazing children that don't are not ruled by their emotions, right? They only see the facts. They see what it is. They don't talk a lot. They not a lot. You know what I'm saying? These kids are very intense, intensely. Uh, what's that word for? Um, they on point. They on point, right? But let me tell you what the media, mainstream media, has done. They put a stigma on the word autistic, right? But you got to look at words and sounds, guys. Autistic and artistic is the same. If you look at autistic kids, right? Autistic kids are such geniuses. They are tapped in, they are tuned in to everything, and they make it seem like it's a disability. It's not. It's it's look, autism is the undisability. I'm gonna let you know right now. Autism is the undisability. But the media got you thinking it's a disability, which is the biggest lie you've ever heard. And these kids are gonna be running the world in the next 50 years. I'm gonna just let you know right now. I've done seen it. And there's nothing that you're gonna be able to tell me that's not they're gonna be, listen, they're gonna be, I'm gonna let you know you better have your shit together though, because they don't rule. They not ruled by emotions, right? They have emotions, right? And sometimes they can tug at your heartstrings with how when their emotions come out, it's the most heart-tugging, heartwarming, mind-blowing thing that you will ever see in your life. This is how meticulous they are with their whole entire being. And I don't like at all that how the media portrayed autism as a disability. That autism is a superpower. It's a superpower. So don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. It's a superpower. It's the undisability. Remember, we live backwards, right? The disability is the one walking around thinking they smart, but dumb as a box of rocks. Dumb as a box of rocks. And I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying I've seen it before in my life where some people think they're so smart. Or so sometimes I can be thinking I'm so smart and don't recognize shit, shit that I should recognize, right? Not very often, though. I'm just be honest, right? But let me tell you something. They're going to be running the world, honey. Now, with that being said, of what I just said, there's a celebrity that has autistic kids, right? And this celebrity, you'll know it because the kid never talks, right? But the kid runs that whole situation. And the only way you would know that is if you tuned in, you honed in on every time you seen that kid and the parents. You that kid runs that situation. That kid is like a computer mom to the parents. A computer mom to the parents. That kid is gifted, talented. That kid brings out emotions in you that kid can bring out more emotions than the parents, right? And I don't hear nobody talking about it because of how the media has a stigma on autism, right? And I think it sucks because a lot of people think that that's a disability when it's the undisability. It's a superpower. So the media has it backwards, has us thinking backwards as usual, right? They have us thinking that the quote unquote genius is the dummy, and they got us thinking that the one you know that's not verbal, they got us thinking that one is the one with the disability. But no, it's backwards. We living backwards. I'm gonna be honest. We living backwards. We living backwards with the Bible. Everything the Bible say do, we do the opposite. But yeah, we Christians, we praising God. We don't. Christ wasn't a Christian. Christ didn't like nothing about the church, right? He loved the church, but he knew where the church was. The temple was here, right? It wasn't in the building. This is the building. This is a literal building, right? But yes, honey, but it's all a part of the game, right? All a part of the game. All right. So that particular part is done. Let's see what else we had on the agenda. My friends. I got some good friends, right? Right. That is amazing. I got some good foil. Okay. Hmm. What else was we talking about? Let's see my note. That might be it. Mm-mm. That might be it, guys. Until this evening. Yeah, I'm coming back. And I better see y'all in the building. Right? Apparently, I was going to open up my OnlyFans page that I didn't know about. That is crazy. Right? Mm-mm. Well, apparently, we're done here. We I'm just not finding my notes, okay, guys? Mm, yeah. Is that all? Mm-mm. Okay, I know what we can do really quick. Cause I'm trying to be on here for like an hour. Y'all see how that kind of healed? I mean, not kind of, but it healed all the way, right? Mm-mm. Okay, really quick. Excuse me. All right, really quick. We're gonna talk about salt, right? Um, the salt cleanse, salt cleanse. Right? All right, so I'm gonna talk about what I always talk about. Shit, shitty J. Hey, look, pooping is the most important thing that you do that you think is that you don't. Pooping is the don't sleep on the poop. Do not sleep on your pooping time, right? Pooping is the most important thing that you're going to do because that's pulling out the toxins or the spirituals in that food. When your body is rejecting something or releasing something, right? When your body is releasing something, that's that's like bridging the gap between you and God, right? Because God is in the gut, right? God, words and sounds, y'all. When you figure out these words and sounds connect, your life is going to be so different. You're going to see shit that most people don't see. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, am I going crazy? But no, you're not going crazy. It's just the veil is being lifted to what everybody else can't see, right? Everybody else can't see what you see. Everybody else is not and haven't been granted access to what you've been granted access to. And if you're on this channel, your access has been granted to have your veil lifted. Now, that comes with its annoyances, right? It comes with, listen, it comes with its challenges, but you got this, right? You and God got this, right? And pooping is very important because when you is letting out those toxins, right? That's bridging the gap between you and God, right? When listen, that's the most important time that you spend. Try not to when you pooping, try not to have your phone in your hand, right? Try to have your if you gotta have your phone in the bathroom, have it somewhere like on the side of you. Leave it alone, cause that's your time when you're gonna get high thoughts. That's look. That's the time when you're gonna get your most creative thoughts. Is when you're sitting on the throne, baby boy, baby girl. That's the time when you're gonna get your most creative thoughts, right? It's when you're sitting on the throne. That's why they call it the throne. It's because that's when you get your high thoughts, right? That's where you come into your kingship, right? Because you is letting go of the bullshit, right? Therefore, bridging the gap in between you and God, right? And you getting your highest thoughts, right? So, when you use salt or sea salt, right? Now, y'all do know that salt is a crystal, right? And I do talk about not using crystals in your journey of self-discovery, right? I talk about not using crystals, and salt absolutely is a crystal, right? But I want to let you know you don't you I use pink Himalayan sea salt now, right? To do my cleanses, right? And it used to taste very disgusting. But the Himalayan sea salt is such an amazing tool for helping pull out the poop. It's a very good tool, right? So on the weekends, say if you have a job where you don't work on the weekends, right? Friday night, right? If you're not going away Saturday, Friday night, do you a cleanse. That way you got all Saturday to poop. When you go into the bathroom, do not take your phone. If you got to take your phone, don't have it in your hands. Because the phone is sucking your chi energy, right? The phone, that's what the phone was designed to do in this game of life, right? Now, the phone has its benefits, but the one drawback to having the phone is, yes, it absolutely is a smartphone. Your phone is outsmarting you because now you depended on the smartphone, right? You depending on that. So you want to have a pure energy highway, right? Or pure energy when you is on this throne, when you're on the toilet. This is very important. I wonder why people is not talking about this. This is so. Listen, y'all think I'm being dramatic, but listen, it's very important. You listen. If I'm all right, just humor me. Hear me out. If I'm right about the fact that you get your best thoughts when you is on the toilet. If I'm right about when you poop, that's bridging the gap or actually closing the gap in between you and God, that's closing the gap, right? In between you and God, when you make these poops, right? If that's true, right, which it is true as far as what I've experienced, your phone ain't gonna do nothing but intercept or intercede or kind of not intercede but intercept this energy exchange between you and God. See, you're supposed to be pooping in the ground, but I digress. You give the toilet your poop, right? And you get the high thoughts. That's why you get these high thoughts. That's why it's called the throne. Because this is when you get your best thinking. Guys, your best thinking comes when you're pooping. I'm sorry if that is disgusting. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I mean, I hate to say it because a lot of people are like, oh, yes, you're doing too much for Facebook. This is just too intense. This is just pseudo information. You're just doing this for clicks and views and likes and all that stuff. Absolutely, I'm doing this for clicks and views and likes. But the information is still true. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You need this information. I'm going to just let you know right now. Right? But let me see how long I've been on this joint. Because I will be back this evening. I had something else I wanted to show you guys, but I'm not finding it. So I guess that is all. Right? Mm-mm. Oh, hey, monkey. That's the dog. If you guys didn't know. Hi, doggy party. Oh, shit. Now, see, this is how you supposed to act when I walk in the building, when I come on these Facebook streets, like my dog did. And she's going crazy over here. She saw me and she's losing her shit. Right? Go do your peas and poops first. This is how I want you guys to act when I come into the building. Okay? Act like you just losing your shit, right? Like, oh my God, it's Jay. She important. Right? But that is all. If y'all don't come to this live this evening and turn that football off, I will see y'all next week. See you guys next week. I wish you guys peace, wholeness, everything wonderful, amazing, and orgasmic that your hand and your heart can hold. Bob, Doe, Bob, Doe, Bob, Doe.